doesn't matter. Whatever. This type of food poisoning made me shit for 3 days.
Your whole hockey team watched the OC.
Yeah. Just boys being boys, baby.
Friendship.
We're ready to go.
Listen to this. Look at this. Look at us right now.
First of all, this is cool.
Any podcasters out there want to rent out this space?
Yeah, we got a studio.
It'll cost you your ass.
You better have a tight ass.
Oren just wants to look at it.
Oh, we
Don't
didn't
touch
clap.
it.
Oh,
No.
shit.
Just sink it on your ass.
That's good enough.
Little ham bone.
I'll just do it by eye. I'm the master editor that I am. Someone get him 2 spoons.
Okay, I'm gonna stop making that sound.
Yeah, so we got these fancy mic stands.
Brought to you by our first sponsor,
Me.
Orange Spiro Enterprise.
Here's the thing. I know you're looking at our numbers being like, there's no way they made enough money to buy mic stands. And you might be right. You're all falling off, okay? I know last week wasn't
Okay,
our
stop.
best week.
Doesn't matter.
No,
Doesn't
I
matter.
need to make sure that they feel guilty.
Yeah, the people who are actually watching.
And that they share with friends.
Share. Okay, doesn't matter.
Hi, Jason.
How's it going, Oren?
You know, I'm in a pretty
This
good mood
is
today.
weird now because I can't really look at you without turning my entire body.
It's good because now you're like
We look at the camera.
yeah. Maybe we'll change the setup where we're across from
It's
each
like
other.
we're in a fake fight. It's like we're in a fight right now. It's like I don't actually want to fucking look at you.
Yeah.
And we need butter. We're running out of butter.
I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to look at me. I'm not in the best shape. of
No.
my life. I'm not in the best shape of my life.
What's going on?
I got an anal eye and
A what? An anal eye?
my eye is all fucked up.
Yeah, I see that. It's
I have
gross.
to call my friend who's a doctor, and he's like, you just got to put a warm cloth on it 5 times a day for 15 minutes.
That's
I'm
in
like,
my entire day.
So all day. 5 times a day, 15 minutes each time minimum. That's all day.
That's all day. It's a marathon.
I'm just going to be holding a washcloth on my eye for the rest of my life.
Okay.
And I had to go on stage with it, so it was pretty. I had to just, pretend it wasn't there. I'm like, I've seen weirder people get on stage and people are okay with it. So
Yeah.
Pimple Eye can get up there and figure it out.
Yeah, you're fine, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was your day?
It was good. I went to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Bought some stuff. I don't like the grocery store now these days. It's so weird. Everyone is awkward. Everyone's strange. They like either run past you or like talk shit behind you because you're not moving fast enough.
Yeah, I'm the person doing that. I'm the person looking at you, making eye contact with you, then staring at the arrow on the floor that's clearly going the opposite way of the way you're going, then looking back at you and going, huh? And then I'll say something loudly and loud enough for you to hear it after.
Yeah, we got called out by a guy for going
Good.
the wrong way on an aisle, and then 2 seconds later we heard on the speakerphone, security aisle 4. I'm like, what aisle are we in? 'Cause I think they're coming for us.
I would love it if you got arrested for
And I pulled a great prank on.
your girlfriend.
Yeah, I took.
What'd you do? She doesn't seem happy about it. Well,
So-
she's not pissed.
So we have these, at Loblaws, they have those giant, they have those really big.
Loblaws
carriages.
does not exist anymore, so I don't know what
Yeah,
you're
it's true.
talking
It's called a Provigo.
Thank you.
Provigo purchased the Loblaws. Bob Loblaw sold it to.
I bought stock in the Weston family's fortune,
Oh.
and I lost it all. I lost immediately.
Not the financial genius.
Fucking Gale Jr.
So we went, and they have the really big shopping carts, like the really long ones,
Okay. I've never seen this.
So like the top area is short, but the other, like the bottom is extra long, and like goes out forever.
I like my shopping carts extra long.
to the point where you can't even see the end of your shopping cart because it's blocked by the top area, so you have no idea what's on that bottom.
Okay.
So I took 2 giant Depends for 30 to 40-year-olds.
Nice.
And
I like this prank.
And I put them like right at the tip of the cart, so they're showing to everybody that you go
Right.
to. And then when Carla
Wait,
was-
why is it a 30 to 40-year-old depend? What's the difference between
'cause you
what
can tell
happens
the
to your
pictures.
balls after?
You could tell the pictures that they
Okay.
use that these are obviously for young adults,
Right.
And there were black people on the cover, but I don't think that matters. I figure they still apply to us. They don't have separate Depends for black people.
Like
for white
they
people.
want, like that's the thing. Like black people probably want like representation more in like products and stuff. But I don't think they were asking for Depends to be the first one.
Like we'll give them Depends. We can give them.
Like
Depends.
just give us Band-Aids that have our skin color, dude. Like no, you get Depends first.
Yeah, so we used. I put those, and then I sneakily. I was like, Carly, you take the cart. I don't want to push it anymore. So she was just like, and she was just going through the entire grocery store very confidently. Excuse me.
Excuse me, I gotta piss. I gotta piss right now.
And no one realized that they were in there. And
Excuse me, I've got a leaky situation
it's
down
a
here.
real emergency. So she, but she finally, it was just hilarious because at one point she was like, "Are those why are there?" And then she just freaked out because she realized she'd been like proudly carrying them around the entire place.
That rules. It's
And
a good
she
prank.
ran to
I'm
the
sorry,
other aisle.
that's a good prank.
It was good. She laughed so hard. Though. She laughed for
good
a
sport.
good 15 minutes.
Good sport. I went grocery shopping to start. I went for breakfast.
Look at you.
I went to a terrace.
Oh my
for
god.
I ate out.
Jason
it was a
loves to go to
courtyard.
terrace.
Nice.
Thanks.
I had a full English breakfast at the Burgundy Lion.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, they're good breakfast. Not bad.
It's really good.
You walked all the way up to the Burgundy Lion.
It's a 15-minute walk.
It's not a 15-minute walk.
From my place, 15. It's up the street. It's on the same street I live on. Wait, I shouldn't say that. It's not on the same street I live on.
It's on a different street completely.
It's definitely a 15-minute walk. You're stupid.
So you sat on a restaurant terrace.
I went because there's no one else because it had just rained and so it was a
Yeah.
little damp. But I don't care. I'll eat outside. It was nice, and I had blood pudding.
Ew.
It's British people will call anything that's not even, it's not even pudding. It's actually, you know what, blood pudding is actually what British people call eating pussy too.
It's gross.
Hell yeah.
What? I don't understand. Hold on. Blood. I know what blood sausage is.
Blood pudding is what's a blood sausage?
Blood sausage is a sausage made out of blood. It's like pretty much they use fillers and they
Yes, oat and blood, pig blood.
Yeah, pig blood. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's pretty good.
It's disgusting.
It's good, man.
Not okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
good
we
bacon.
a Jewish household we don't eat. We only eat Christian blood of the youth. That's how we make
Second
our matzah.
podcast in a row, you make that joke, so I'm starting to feel a little bit.
You can take it as a joke if you
want.
want.
Why do you why you make me feel so comfortable in your home here?
I never claim because your blood looks delicious.
We need the goy blood.
You were baptized, right?
I was, yeah.
Yeah. You had a communion?
Yeah, I had a communion.
Your first and your second and your third and your fourth. How many communions do you have?
I have no idea. My family gave up on it like halfway through. You're supposed to get like confirmed after your communion,
Yeah.
and my mom was just like, "Oh, you did it at the same time as the communion." It's like that's not how it works.
I have
They
no
just didn't
idea.
like. We did it because of my grandfather, who was like religious and now is dead.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember the only thing I know. Once I bought someone a birthday card and I was just in a rush, so I just bought a first communion and I canceled out first and wrote 13th and then wrote canceled out communion and wrote birthday.
That's funny. That's a good bit.
Quick enough. But yeah, that's crazy. So did you feel comfortable eating this blood sausage on this COVID-filled patio?
It was not COVID filled. It had just rained. God's disinfectant. Okay.
Yeah.
God disinfected it for us, and we were free to eat my full English breakfast. It was so good, dude.
So it's nice to go out. We have not sat in a restaurant since.
Yeah, once you do it once, you kind of feel comfortable. Like you're fine with it after.
It wasn't packed.
It was not packed.
And the waiter has like this giant shield on and
Yeah.
this guard and
It's not my problem.
it's so crazy.
They need money, dude. I tip properly, you know.
That's good. I had some shows. You had some shows this weekend?
Yeah, I had a nice little show yesterday.
Sold out.
53 people sold out, baby.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody involved.
There's a host now. They're turning.
Yeah.
At the Comedy Nest. They've made everything back to kind of normal. You know.
Yeah,
Ish.
it's great. I had a lot of fun. Wrote some new stuff, baby. One of the jokes that that was birthed on this podcast, doing it live on stage.
Killing it. What joke?
Talk about my dog's nipples. There's just too many of them.
What did you use the bird mouth?
I did. I used. People did not like wet food gushers. They didn't like me comparing my dog's nipples to wet gushers or the baby birds. And then there was the initial one when I wrote
the
it
joke
out.
did well. You just like
I
they didn't
know,
like both the punchlines for it.
No, there's other stuff. Oh, it's because I wrote a new thing about how, because I googled how many nipples should a dog have, and Google was like 8 to 10, but also sometimes more and sometimes fewer. And I was like, okay, so it's like predicting the weather.
Yeah,
it's like an inexact science. And
Like
I
a
was
magic 8-ball. Answer is unknown.
Yeah. So I was like, I said, I don't know why I'm doing I'm quoting my own jokes.
Because it's funny.
I said, yeah, forecast for my dog's nipples is 8, but it feels like 14.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
That was fun. And it was one line I wrote like on my way there, and I forgot to do it. I was like, because I initially the first thing I wrote about my dog's nipples is like, it was like you know those hands, those sticky hands you would buy from
Yeah,
gumball machines.
Yeah, they get disgusting.
Yeah,
and full
so
of
I
hairs
had
right
like
away.
a thing about like you would throw it to like a wall or your least favorite friend or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the thing I thought of on my way was like if I put my dog in the car, she just sticks to the window like a suction cup Garfield.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's.
And
so
I forgot
gross.
to say it, and I couldn't.
That's
I
funny.
got I got lost in my set yesterday. Definitely, I forgot to do the walnut joke where it seals up my asshole.
That's a good joke.
And I did an old joke that I was not on my set list because I knew I had a minute left. I didn't know what to do. So
It's an old joke. How old was it?
since when do you give a shit about the moon?
I love that joke. It's not that old. Even like I think it's crazy that you can call any joke old. You've been doing comedy for 4 years. You've never really gotten to test any of them really well. You know,
What do you mean?
like we could, we have Montreal, Toronto audiences. We know of them. It's not like we've.
I
traveled
am an
these-
international performer. I had a month-long residency in Edinburgh last year.
That's true. You do
And-
have experience, but you wrote those jokes recently, so you have no idea.
The moon is one of my oldest jokes.
The moon. So annoying the way you say it. The moon.
That's how I
I
write it in my
pronounce-
set list.
I pronounce all syllables.
I say the word moon differently now because of my delivery in that joke.
Dude. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
It's
yeah.
weird, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
It's changed the way I talk.
That
So
makes-
saying that word so many times in my
Right.
like on stage.
Right.
Moon.
Moon. Who hosted?
Wasim El Moonzer, the
He's-
great future guest of the podcast. Wasim.
Freaking hope so.
Gotta
He's
figure out the
great.
guest situation.
He looks so good. Yeah, like it's crazy when you know somebody who just changes the way they look so hard,
Yeah.
and they're just. I'm just jealous. I've never been so because Wasim and
Well,
I.
he looks like you now.
So-
what are you talking
so
about?
Wasim
he
was-
lost some weight,
so
and now
we-
he looks like you.
a lot of people say we look similar, and
Yeah.
he
He looks better than you now.
Of course, yes, he does. And he went on, especially he has two normal eyes. So we went on. He goes on stage after me, and he tries to tell a joke that he looks like me if I was stung by a million bees, but he does not look like that anymore.
Not anymore, no.
And he never really did. But it's like
I guess that's what happens when you lose weight. You gotta
Yeah.
get rid of all your jokes.
yeah, you have to figure a way to
Or
adjust
just
them.
speak in the past tense, I guess.
Yeah, I was doing comedy yesterday with somebody who recently lost a lot of weight, and you can tell that a lot of her old jokes were about her being a bit chubbier, so she had to always reference that, to like get that joke to go because she's not chubby anymore,
Right. How was that show?
It was young as fuck.
It was fun?
It was young as fuck.
I was
Everyone,
young as fuck.
but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. They loved me. I talked at a million miles an hour.
Yeah?
I've never talked faster in my life.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. It's just weird, especially when I'm out of practice. I talk so fast, and someone posted a shot of me on stage,
Yeah.
and I reposted it on my Instagram. And a Toronto comic messaged me and wrote, "Were you on speed?" And I instantly took it down. I was like, "I suck. I hate myself."
What Toronto comic? Doesn't matter.
The guy who Habib who used to.
Okay,
used to work
okay.
here. Yeah, and it's funny because I never really speak to him much. We go back and forth sometimes.
But
But
he made a point of saying that you
Yeah.
look like shit.
Yeah, and I thought it was like one of my better sets since I got back, and then
Okay.
I heard it. I was like, okay, all right, fair enough.
But it seems like everyone had a nice night last night.
It was funny though because she's younger. She's like dancing on stage the whole time. She's giving everyone shots. She goes, when I say hola, you say hola.
What?
It was like a cruise ship carnival
Right, 'cause
cruise.
she worked at a
all inclusive. That's
yeah,
right.
So she
it
brought
re-
that energy back.
She
from
brought
there.
that energy, and so she brought me on stage, and she's like dancing so hard, and like you're just like holding the mic, and
You're like, I'm not gonna do this.
yeah, you feel like you're just you're like okay,
It's it's like doing. I guess it's gotta be similar to doing like the show where it's like where we do that variety show with the burlesque. Like
Yeah. Well, Yumi Blake, who's another comedian, a female comedian, very, very funny, great writer. She's like also like she's a 22-year-old tiny little Asian girl, yet she has a heart of Larry David,
Yeah.
deep down in her. And we were talking about that, how the host was dancing so hard when we get on stage, and she's like the whole way up, I'm like, I'm not gonna dance, and then you just get swooped up, and you're like shaking her booty. She's like, is this what you want? Is this what you want? She's like, I hate myself so much.
I
now.
can't imagine ever being.
I was thinking about you right away. I was like, how would Jason?
I would be like, thank you.
Everyone calm the fuck down.
Enough of that. No nonsense time. It's comedy without nonsense.
Yeah, and
I'm
there's
gonna
like
sneeze.
so many good-looking young people in like tiny dresses and men with the smallest T-shirts you've ever seen, the deepest V's, capital V-necks. And it was just, but it was a great show. And I noticed everyone was doing sex stuff off the top. I'm like, I can do 10 minutes of sex stuff, no problem.
Yeah, Oren pussy talker.
I never
The
say
pussy whisperer.
I don't never say the word pussy on stage. I don't think I've ever said the word pussy on stage.
Which is impressive because
Pussy
you
or
have
cack?
15 minutes about eating pussy.
Yeah, well, if you've tried sometime, you'd probably write a joke about it.
Hell yeah.
But it was fun. I think there were like a few other grumpy comedians there. We're all just being grumpy about this the scene now. Like one comic there who I don't really like talk to too much, and we don't usually chat too much, but we had a good time yesterday, just both being miserable about the comedy community and what's going on.
Yeah,
so it was nice.
I would have been so fucking miserable without that spot last night or the one tonight. Like,
yeah,
because I'm on a blacklist for
You're not on a
half the
blacklist.
shows in the city.
You're definitely not on a blacklist.
I don't know. I gotta apologize for something.
I don't think so. I think you're just invisible for some reason.
Okay.
Which is not better.
No.
But it's bullshit. That everybody knows. Because you're fucking hilarious.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
But what's it called? I also did the Nest on Thursday night, and there Wasim was hosting also, and in the front row was a guy who talked to the host and explained that his name was Yoni and he owned a place named Yoni Falafel.
Doesn't that mean pussy?
No.
I'm saying pussy a lot. Like, yeah, something that's yonic is the opposite of phallic.
Oh, you're the smart English dude. I have no idea.
Something like a picture of a flower that, like, I think that painter's a lesbian. That's yonic.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that word. I'm going to call my kid Yannick.
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 It's a French Canadian name. Yannick.
Yeah, that's great.
Yannick.
You look like a vag. So so there was this one guy named Yoni Falafel Yoni in the front, some Israeli dude, obviously, and then right next to him was this like pure Orthodox Jewish guy, like in a yarmulke with his giant curls, and he was curling his curls with a hot iron at the table. And so I got on stage and I was instantly like, Yannick, I was like, oh, we've got Yoni Falafel and Yarmulke Yankel over here. And everyone,
Did they like it?
They made such an awkward laugh to it, but it was so great. I just couldn't believe I said Yarmulke Yankel on stage. It made me so
Is
happy.
Yankel a fucking word?
Yeah, it was my grandfather's name. He was
Really?
Not my grandfather, sorry, my uncle's name.
And
he
fucking Yankel.
And it's the best name ever, Yankel. It's a small Jewish man. It means, what does Yankel mean? A small Jewish man. That's what it
Yankel
means.
honestly sounds like everything that someone from Texas would hate. Like a Jew from New York. Damn, get them damn Yankles out of here.
Yeah. And Carly was watching Forrest Gump today. Have you watched Forrest Gump in the last?
I don't think I've ever
years?
seen Forrest Gump all the way through.
No?
I've only watched clips.
You're not missing much. Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you what happens at the end. At the end,
He has AIDS, right?
no.
Isn't that I've heard, like, I didn't know that my whole life, and then recently all I hear about, like, on Reddit
But what's
and shit
fucked
is that
up
he has
about
AIDS.
it is that at the end, well, maybe he does have AIDS. We don't know. He wasn't
Because
tested.
she had AIDS.
Because she had AIDS, but she doesn't know. She has a child with a mentally, debatably all there man,
A socially distant man in the
socially
brain.
distant in the brain man.
A bit of the London fog, yeah.
And she has AIDS, and her kid just turns out to be like a smart genius who has the whole future ahead of him. Let me
Yeah.
just tell you something. The odds of your kid coming out like that, if you both have AIDS, actually, I really don't know. I'm making it up that your kid has AIDS if you have AIDS when you give birth to them.
I have no idea how it works, dude.
We should
Call
get
your
a doctor.
friend. Call your doctor friend.
Let's get him
you
on
keep
the-
bragging about
Let's
it.
get him on the phone. Yeah, it is not. And honestly, like, there's one scene where it just feels like she's like raping him, because he just has no idea what's going on. She's like, just touch my tip.
Jenny.
Jenny, I know, may not be a smart man, but I know what an orgasm is.
Was that your impression?
Yeah, it was so good. Are you kidding me? I got an award for that. Yeah, I hate that movie. I think it was like, it's funny how much people loved it in the 90s. The best movie ever. Everyone freaked out about how good it was. And now we just look at it like, I
always thought it was a good movie, and then I've been told now I'm not allowed to think that, so
you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. You live your best life, Jason.
I keep touching this, and I feel like it's going to...
No, it's fine. It sounds good. What else did I entertain myself with? Oh, yeah. You know David Blaine?
Magician?
Magician, scary, creepy man, weird
Dead,
dude,
Dead eyes.
dead eyes.
Just dead in the eyes.
Dude, he was on Joe Rogan, and it was the funniest.
Why do you keep mentioning our main competitor, Joe Rogan?
Well, I didn't tell you this, but I'm going to be the guest on Joe Rogan in a few weeks. So he had David Blaine on, who is the magician, and for some reason, David Blaine made a point of coming on this podcast and proving that his magic wasn't magic.
Okay.
I don't know why he was so insistent on this. And he wanted to do 2 of his tricks for Joe Rogan to prove that like he's actually doing them. He wanted to do
What
the
does
one...
he think people think?
Yeah, I don't get what he thinks people think.
Does he think people actually think like...
He's like, I actually swallow the frog and throw it up. And Joe Rogan's like, cool. He's like, no, I'm going to show you. And he's like, you don't have to.
Please don't.
And so he insists on drinking over a gallon of water on the podcast.
Okay.
So half the podcast is just, all you hear is David Blaine chugging water, right? And then he's drinking so much water, it's insane. Then he takes the frog from right in front of us,
right,
and he swallows it for no reason. Then he's like, okay, I'm going to bring it up now, right? Joe Rogan's like, okay.
Okay, yeah.
But guess what? It doesn't go smoothly at all.
No,
and
he looks like he's regurgitating the whole time, right?
No, never mind.
I've never seen it.
He throws up the gallon of water before he gets to the frog.
Yeah.
So the whole time, he's just puking in a bucket on a podcast, and all you hear is this guy puking this is half the podcast. He drinks a gallon of water and then pukes a gallon of water, and then finally, after such pain, he looks like he's so uncomfortable, he gets this frog out of his stomach. He's like, see, it's not hurt. And the frog looks miserable. Okay.
The frog's
like, don't speak for
I
me.
I didn't fucking sign up for this.
Don't tell me how. Don't tell them how happy I am, because I'm not happy.
Just because one of your kids did it to a whale one time doesn't mean you got to do it to the frog population.
You know? And then he's like, so, you see, not a trick. And Joe Rogan's like, yeah, I get it. There's literally your saliva and water all over my entire studio. What the fuck? And then, as if that's not enough,
right?
He wants to prove that he does a trick where you can take an ice pick and put it through his body, and that it's not a trick. It's that he's actually doing it. So he takes his bicep, and he's like, it's a little bit smaller than mine, not as formed, but he takes his bicep.
I bet he's got a beautiful Tinkerbell tattoo. That's actually his greatest trick. Is looking like that all the time.
And he gets Joe Rogan to take a giant ice pick and put it through his arm. Okay, and then one point.
To what end?
He gets
to
it.
Why?
He gets it halfway through the arm, and you see him freak out and go, "Take it out!" And they take it out. And he goes, "You hit it. You hit a nerve. You hit a nerve." And he's like, "Yeah, you got nerves in there. Of course I hit a nerve." And he's like, "Hold on, we'll redo it." And Joe Rogan's like, "You don't have to redo it." But he's so
honestly
insistent.
am for it if you make Joe Rogan that uncomfortable. Like if it's gonna make Joe Rogan change the way he thinks about.
The trick goes awfully wrong. He ends up bleeding out of the other side. They finally get it through, and he's like, "So what?" And Joe Rogan's like, "What are you trying to prove to him?" He's like, "That I can do it. That it's cool." And he's like, "Well, I guess you can do it. It makes sense."
Yeah, you can. I can stab anybody. Dude.
And he's
what
like,
are you
"Yeah,
talking
but look, no blood." And he goes, "There's blood coming out the other side." And he goes, "Oh shit." And then he just takes it out and puts his sleeve down real fast and acts like everything's cool. And then 7-8 minutes later, while they're just talking, he goes, "Do you think we can pause? I need to check on this arm." And then there's a bunch of doctors, and he's like, "You're not a magician at all. You got someone to stick a thing through your arm, you got injured and bled, and then you drank a gallon of water and puked it all up, and then a frog managed to come out too." It's like, I have no idea. He literally destroyed.
It sounds like something from the Bible is what it sounds like.
He just destroyed himself as a magician. He was so cool to me before, like mysterious and weird, and now it's like, oh, he just cuts around. You know what he is? He's like that guy who like manages to like take a card and throw it into like the tiniest crack, and it looks like he did it on one try, but it's because he's been doing it for 17 years with a GoPro on, and he finally got one, and he just cut it out. That's David.
Do you
Blaine.
remember the Fox show? It was like a magician with a mask on who like revealed the secrets.
I watch it on Netflix a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah, he was.
What's
he's
it called?
amazing. Magic reveals.
Okay, I just love that I love that the whole like premise of it was like I have to have my identity concealed or else the guild of magicians gonna murder you. What are you talking about?
They're gonna come after me.
They're coming after my family.
True, I can escape almost anything they put me in, but I'm
it's like, what are they gonna do? Curse your children? Like your kids got like coins coming out of his ears for the rest of his life? Like,
well, okay. So if you ever rewatch it, the funniest part about that show is that all the assistants, he's got like 4 or 5 assistants, and they're all beautiful, right? They're all like stunning women.
Yeah, it's hilarious, dude.
And the whole time, the announcer keeps on saying creepy things about them.
Really?
Yeah, he's always like, well, she looks good today. He's like, and now the magician will take her assistant and put her in the box. She's small, so she'll fit. Like, where did that come from?
I love how we didn't even talk about bringing this up today, and you had that lined up and ready to go. I didn't know. Okay.
It is the best. I watched it recently. I couldn't believe how creepy.
It's on Netflix? No, it's not. It's on like
right.
Amazon Prime.
No, it was on Netflix.
Okay. I'll
And
watch
he
it.
was so creepy the whole time. Just the weird, and she's beautiful. It's so weird.
That's amazing. Oh, because
I'm gonna check this thing. Hold on.
yeah, it's still blinking. I can see it from the reflection. Is it working? Well, we're also at 24 minutes. So check again in 5 minutes. What else is on Netflix? Oh yeah. Because I don't know. I like shitty. I like shitty TV.
Shitty people.
But this is because Intervention is on Netflix. Like only one season. Only season 5 is on Netflix. I don't know why they did that. It's such a tease. Give me more Intervention.
Maybe like there was this one specific episode that they liked very much.
I had no idea. I really like how she had trauma at 12 years old. It's always, anyways. I don't want. There's nothing funny about that.
Super
but
depressing.
Beyond Scared Straight is on Intervention on Netflix.
Scared Straight?
It's so fucking good, dude. The first one of that season that's on Netflix right now, Netflix Canada,
Yeah.
is in a Boston prison. It's like women. And it was so fucking good, just because like, what, you want to be in this fucking prison? You want to go here? We got rats. We got rats the size of a cat. That was like that was the threat. Wait, you want that? I gotta put my clothes on the door so the rats don't come in. Yeah, I'm sure like these girls that you're trying to scare live in a place that has rats the size of a cat anyway.
I eat rats. I've actually eaten a rat before. Doesn't sound so bad.
It sounded like a 5-year-old's lie, like trying to like sound like, you know what I mean? Like a 5-year-old trying to lie to make themselves. I saw a rat the size of a cat once.
It was so big, and it said that it was gonna hurt me.
It said it was gonna come kill my mom, and then I fought it, and then I took its tail and I tied it in a knot, and I threw it over a clothesline, and now it lives there forever.
You don't even want to be here. You don't even know how scared I am all the time.
I'm beyond scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
Yeah, there's
the
so
plot.
many beautiful women here, and it's hard to find lesbians outside of the cell, so it's good to be here. Like, wait, wait a minute, what is that?
It's also like a minimum security prison too.
Don't get this whole idea, because like, why is it scary that a bunch of people are just yelling at you?
Because you're 14 and you're the toughest girl on the block, and then you go to prison, you find out someone's a little bit bigger than you, and you're not the biggest fish in the pond.
Like, she's like, my parents beat me. I'm okay with these people.
I don't know. This one girl was like, "Yeah, I pushed my grandmother."
Yeah, pushed her, so what?
Yeah, anything with Boston I can't take seriously.
My girl is wicked smart.
I rewatched Gone Baby Gone too, which I love.
I remember it being good, yeah.
It's a good movie, but it's just, again, because they got some real fucking ass Boston people in that movie. Like, clearly, like, the extras and shit are like people from the fucking like.
Wait, which one's Gone Baby? That's the Affleck?
It's Casey Affleck, directed by Ben,
yes,
featuring
yes.
Morgan Freeman.
They steal the kid for
They
It's a
steal the
Better
kid,
Life or
yeah.
something like that. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Good movie, but like, yeah, the extras are clearly from like South Boston. Like,
They're all Southies.
You've never seen a face like that in real life. It's like, that was not that. Like, they went and they were like, we have to show this person to America. That is just like a distended stomach from like, like just like.
Yeah, it just pops out.
Just,
you
like
put
clearly,
things on it.
like I've seen that on Intervention. That's from heroin. That's what happens when you're, and. Yeah, like, that was not an actress. That lady that was in that movie, she's the best friend of the mom whose kid went missing, and just she's in the first minute of the movie.
Yeah.
If you see her face, you know what I'm talking about. She looks like a bird that is now a prehistoric bird
Like, no way she's still alive.
that's on heroin. She's not alive today.
There's no way she's still
Not
alive.
to make fun of what people look like, but I'll make fun of what this one woman looks like. She is a sight to be seen.
Yeah.
And
well,
like, I think she stole a baby in real life. That's what she looks like.
that's the kind of human.
It's funny because that movie takes place in like the Boston version of the neighborhood I live in.
Why?
Point St. Charles and South Boston, I feel like, are the same. It's just Irish, working class, kind of getting gentrified a little bit, but just
Right.
like a lot of people in like, government housing and
Right.
like, yeah.
Right. I guess that's this area too.
Yeah.
I mean, this area is so funny. It's like you literally have like government housing right next to someone who's like opened a boutique sunglasses place where it costs $1,000 for one lens.
Dude, there's like this house that sold for like $800,000 and needs to be a complete redo on my like 2 blocks away from me.
So there's this guy also, like there's a guy who came, like St. Henry it's kind of like a poor neighborhood, and there's this, well, especially like
It
10,
was,
10
yeah.
15 years ago. And there's this guy who came in and he's got tons of money and he loves being flashy about it, and he owns a glasses place that sells glasses for $10,000 million
okay.
to Jay-Z and to
Right.
and to Sinbad or whoever's famous these days.
Sinbad?
I don't know black culture so well. So whoever's big in there,
Like Nat King Cole and
yeah, exactly. Buddy Guy, whoever listens to you these days. And so he opened a glasses store right next to a Habitat for Humanity. Okay,
Fucking idiot.
and his glasses store cost millions of dollars. I can't even afford them, and he opened it right.
Oh
next
no! Oh no! Orange Spiro can't afford them.
I know. Tell me
Wow.
about it. And the Habitat
richest
Humanity,
man I know.
dude, is right next door. And this guy drives a BMW that's gold plated. Okay,
Fuck him, dude.
so it's
I
just,
hate this guy.
It's just bright gold, and he parks it right in front of the Habitat for Humanity every day. And like people are going to buy a light bulb that's going to die in a week for 30 cents. Will have to like walk by his gold chariot to like make them face the fact that their lives are worth nothing. It's very funny. It's crazy. And they also have like this.
That's like a early 2000s level meme, you know? It's like the car next to like the homeless person.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And then he also opened a place where you can get your hair cut. And what's great about this place is because it's kind of the place that everybody needs. So they with the razor that they use to cut your hair.
It's gold.
It's gold, of course.
Right.
And
Do they light your hair on fire too? Is that like the thing?
Yeah, they light the hair on fire.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's like what the fuck? I don't need that. It's like, have you smelled burnt hair?
I hate all that hair dressing stuff on my goddamn.
Well, we know you willfully went bald to avoid it.
Yeah, I did it on purpose, man. And yeah, it's just really. And then they'll melt down the razor and turn it into a necklace for you, so you can be like,
that's fucking.
What's that? Oh, that's my haircut.
That's who thought of that and who was like, this is a business model I need to follow.
Man, people who just think luxury. It needs to be make it luxury. How is it luxurious?
Imagine how long does a person like that go just waiting for someone to bring up the necklace before he's just like, that's how he starts every conversation he's in.
What, this?
What? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. You didn't. Oh, you didn't say anything. Okay, but yeah, this is.
What,
it's
this?
a part of. It's what they use to cut my hair.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. I don't know. I haven't gone for a
What's the
haircut in a
most
long
luxurious thing you own?
time. That's a good question.
I don't think I have anything.
Yeah, I have a cashmere sweater.
That's okay.
And that I feel fancy as fuck when I wear it. A lovely person bought it for me for a non-Jewish holiday, and I'll let you guess which
Your
one.
mom?
Not my mom, no. Yeah, I like Christmas because I get gifts now. Hanukkah, you don't really get many gifts. You know what I mean? Hanukkah's a different situation.
What do you mean you get gifts now?
Well, now I am dating someone who is of the other faith.
No, she's
No, she also
she's
believes.
full blown Jew.
No, she's not full blown. Her mother believes in Jesus.
Oh, okay.
And Jesus is history, and so we celebrate the Christ Mass,
Right.
and we have a Mass for Christ, and I get gifts from like
That's nice.
there's a tree and there's gifts under the tree, and I get some of the gifts. Hanukkah, man, was bullshit. You know, Hanukkah you get a sock one day and then you get the other sock the next day.
It's like, what? So you expecting so much from me? Yeah.
Yeah.
My back hurts. I gotta carry 8 pairs of socks. I don't think so. We're gonna spread it out over 8 days.
Hanukkah, you get one gift, like a 80-piece puzzle, but you get 10 pieces a day. You know, that's the kind of you get a Ziploc with 10 pieces of the puzzle. I'm like, here you go. This is the gift for today.
Christmas rules.
What's really funny about Hanukkah, the best part about it is traditionally you're not supposed to get gifts. Traditionally, you give kids money, right? Because we're Jewish. And you give kids money, and then they play this game called dreidel, and then they gamble the money, and that's what the whole idea of
Don't
Hanukkah
do
is.
that. Don't do that.
Hey, I can't speak Hebrew on the podcast.
Don't fucking put the mic
Hanukkah.
away from your mouth if you're gonna do that. We're losing listeners every time you do that.
No, we just gained 75
There's
Israeli
no way.
listeners.
I will say though, what the fuck is going on with the algorithm? That every time I put the word Jew in our video titles, they do better.
Yeah, because Jews are amazing. Everyone loves Jews.
Okay.
Well, not everybody. I can think of a few.
I saw a picture of LA today.
Yeah.
Today in LA on the freeway.
Yeah.
There's someone put up a huge sign that says Jews want a race war. So I don't think everybody.
Man, they hate us is the truth. That's the thing, is that the world really hates us, so they have to compensate so hard. I think that's what really goes on. What? Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't have the
No
answers for
idea.
you.
Yeah.
I don't know something actually.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's stop doing that. What am I doing?
Hummus. What else is good? Hanukkah.
Okay. It's enough. We're at 34 minutes. Watch the camera again. I can see it. Oh, it stopped blinking.
I don't know.
We're gonna have a momentary lapse of video in the midway through the. Automatically stopped. Why? We don't know. If anyone is a fan of the Canon camera series,
We'll have a bit of a break, but at least we caught it.
I can see the blinking. It was probably exactly at 30 minutes, like it always is.
Thank God I saw that.
Fuck you, dude. I'm looking right at it.
Wow, it also is very much pointing at you now that I'm looking at it.
Good.
I
I'm
feel like
the
I'm not
star
even
of the
in
show.
this. Yeah, you are. Welcome.
Are you in it?
to the Jason Show?
Are you in it?
I don't know.
You
Carly,
probably are. Keep talking.
So, I was thinking.
Can't respond to. Yeah, you're fine.
I'm fine?
Yeah, you look like you're not wearing pants. But...
Because I kind of feel like we're falling apart from the way that things used to be, you know?
What do you mean?
Don't worry. No matter the distance, I want you to know, Jason,
Oh, fuck you, dude.
that deep down inside of me...
I hate that I put my headphones right back on and you're so much louder in my head than you are in real life.
People love my loudness. I was imitated on
Who imitated you?
on a podcast.
Oh,
recently.
fuck. We're not talking about fuck
No,
us.
we're not going to talk about the podcast. I'm just talking about the imitation that I
Yeah.
heard.
Oh, okay. Was it Harrison? Is that what you...
I don't know who it was,
Okay.
but I can't help but pay attention to what they decided my characteristics are, you know, and how to imitate.
I didn't
me.
listen.
So the entire imitation,
Yeah.
the
Impression.
entire impression, better. The entire impression is just a really loud, annoying laugh. No
Yeah.
words are said.
That's good. I like that.
It's just a really loud, annoying, non-stop laugh
Okay, I'm a fan now.
and hyperventilating a little bit. And that's the entire impression of me. I didn't realize.
You didn't realize? What do you mean you didn't realize? You don't listen back to this podcast to edit it? you should know.
Yeah, there's this meme I saw recently. It was just like this kind of bird that makes this ridiculous noise.
Yeah.
And it's like Bert Kreischer anytime something kind of funny is said.
okay.
You know? And I feel like maybe I'm that kind of guy. Am
You're
I
not
Bert
like
Kreischer?
all the way down that hole, but you're in the laughter spectrum.
Does it sound? Am I one of those people that sound like his laugh is trying to get attention?
I plead the fifth.
It does, eh?
No.
No, that's fine. I want.
No. I can
My
think of
girlfriend
other
is literally
people.
shaking her head like, yes, absolutely.
That's a nod, not
I'm
a shake.
so
That's a
happy.
nod,
A
not
nod.
a shake.
I'm so happy this is coming up and we're talking about this finally. Because I know lots of people who have loud, annoying laughs that kind of sound like they're trying to get attention, and it bothers me. So it makes sense that I would be that person also.
Yours is genuine though. I can think of people who do it at comedy shows to like get the crowd like it's
Yeah.
okay to laugh, like, and I like it's just dead in the eyes laughter, but you have a little glint of
Or there's one person.
soul.
There's two people I can think of in specific that have extremely loud
I'm
laughs
gonna mute my mic.
in comedy,
Yeah.
and that's the number
I
one.
forgot I'm on video. If you want to read my lips, you can go ahead and do it.
So people could try to figure it out. And it honestly sounds often when that laugh happens, like, I get this joke more than you. You know what I mean? Like it sounds like more of a
Yeah.
saying something kind of thing more
Yeah.
than it's, I don't know. But I hate myself as it is. So like, what difference does it make that I hate my laugh too? You know,
Yeah.
I just might as well have a good time.
Do you?
Heard
you want
Samson does a good impression of me. Have you ever heard
Probably no, I haven't heard it. Yeah, I don't know. I was we wanted to talk about comedy a little bit more on this podcast.
Yeah.
Wanted to talk about the I guess the old show in Ville Saint Laurent,
Yeah.
the unique comedy show.
Yeah.
I don't know. You want to talk about it?
Which one do I want to talk about?
Richard Mullen.
Oh, dude, can I talk? Okay, yeah, in Ville Saint Laurent. Yeah,
Ville
sorry,
Saint
I was
Laurent,
confused.
not on Saint Laurent.
I was
Ville
like,
Saint Laurent.
huh, I
It's
don't
like-
remember shit talking Quinn.
No, never.
So I can't get over. There is this one comedian ever since I started. Now, when you start comedy, you need all the spots you can get. You don't know who's dependable, who's
No.
a real comic, who's just doing this for attention, who's doing this because they've been in it for a million years and there's no way out. Me. So you don't know those things.
Right.
And so there's this one guy who throws a show, right?
He used to.
He used to. His name is Rich.
Doesn't matter. I already said the name, but like we'll cut
Rich.
it out. Let's cut it out.
Okay,
Rick.
so Rick, we'll call him Rick. Now Rick is an interesting dude, right? He
I don't
obviously,
want to describe too much what's going on with it. I'd rather stick to the show itself.
yeah, he's kind of got this. Whatever. I'm just gonna say, like, when he's on stage, he's got this vibe, like little Timmy from the Christmas Story grew
Okay,
up.
whatever. Everyone knows what you're talking about. I just want to point out that he has a full sound man who's also a magician.
Yeah.
Who for Halloween did blackface like 2 years ago.
But appropriately, you meant.
What do you mean?
You were telling me before the show there's certain types of blackface.
Shut the fuck up.
You were saying that blackface.
What are you
is a
trying to do to me right now? I did not say that. I was the one who brought up the fact that they're underrepresented in products and everything.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm an ally. What the fuck am I talking about?
yeah, because last Halloween you dressed up as
Shut
the guy
the fuck
from
up.
Body Break.
Who's Bobby? Is he? Yeah, he is black. It's true.
He's the black guy. And I was the woman. You don't remember? It was great.
You're Joanne.
Body Break.
Anyways, point is.
So he is now. So he is the worst sense of humor I probably know of anybody. He created a documentary of his life to show his trials and tribulations
which I've
he was
watched like 5 times.
which is one of the funniest documentaries you'll ever see in your life. He gone through. I feel bad for him also. Like not to take away. He went through some hard times.
Yeah.
sickness. But he right now has got a TikTok account, and it is fire,
Insane.
my friend.
It's insane.
It is the best material because it's crazy that someone doesn't know how they're coming off at all. People who are not self-aware at all are.
It's nothing but duets with hot women. You know those TikTok duets? I don't know. I guess it's a.
So it's one.
Sounds so old
so it's
right
a
now,
split
but yeah,
screen,
it's a split screen.
and one side.
Everyone knows what a duet is on TikTok.
And one side is like some random hot girl who he has no idea. He's never met.
He's
obviously.
never met.
And she's singing some song, and he's on the other side with some weird filter on his face.
Weird filter, and like sometimes licking at the screen and like pretending like he's gonna eat her out, and then singing, but not getting any of the words lip synced right. Like
He's
not
the worst
one word
lip syncer.
syncs with his mouth.
You just here, say a bunch of stuff. This is me lip syncing him.
Okay, so he's like, he's doing exactly what Oren's doing right now. I can't even look at Oren, but he's doing it, and I don't like it. I don't like what he's doing right now. Also, one time I remember at his show, which is the show at the bar that was owned by the Russian mafia, I think. Stop doing what you're doing. I think it's a Russian mafia owned bar, maybe.
Yeah.
And one time, someone who was on the show just went to the kitchen with the waitress and fingered her mid-show.
Oh my God! What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That just happened in the middle of the show.
Yeah.
It's the creepiest place. The
Just
first time
make
I
it-
went to that bar, I was like, "Where the fuck am I?"
You're next to like video lottery machines.
Yeah, and it's just
The saddest crew of people.
the saddest. Anyone who associates themselves with him kind of like just jumps into this sad.
I miss
group.
it so much.
Yeah, I kind of want to just go just to watch it. I can't stop watching the TikTok and he like not that I'm on TikTok, but he shares them on every
I
other
know.
social media like platform. I'd love to share it with you guys. You guys get hours of entertainment out of this. It is the funny. I don't know. Really one of the funniest things in the world. He thinks he's coming off sexy. He thinks he looks good. He thinks his fedora is on fucking fleek. That's what they say, right?
Don't do that.
It's a fleeky goddamn
the
hat.
fuck up.
And he's fleeking out. And I don't know, just my favorite thing in the world. I love people who have no idea how they actually come off. He thinks he's sexy and cool and hilarious, and he's creepy, and 2 other adjectives that I'm not good at words.
Okay. But yeah, did you ever get paid by him?
Yes. One time
Every time he gives you less money than he promises.
Yeah, well, one time he gave me more. He was just confused and he was very excited because I think there were a lot of people at his show.
Right.
And he asked me. He was trying to count money out of like roll because like he's the kind of guy who every day takes out every dime from his bank account so he can have it in a roll in his pocket.
Yeah.
So he can show it when he's doing things. So he takes out his little roll and he starts. And there's no joke. Canadian,
So every day he
no
takes
joke.
it
By
out
the
and
way,
puts it back in?
By the way, no joke. There was Canadian Tire money in his roll. He was stuffing it
Gotta
from the
fatten
inside.
up that wad,
fatten it up
baby.
with some fucking
like-
5 centers from the tire, and he was like asking me to hold on to some money while he was counting other money,
Right.
and I accidentally like wasn't paying attention, and I think I still held on to that money, and he didn't realize. And on the drive home, I definitely had too much money. I was like, I have like $300.
Oh,
I
fuck.
shouldn't have.
That
Like,
was
yeah,
all of his money.
yeah, I stole his insulin money or whatever it is
Oh,
that he
shit.
needs, and but he's still around. He's still kicking. So
Yeah.
He's still on TikTok.
I wouldn't make fun of him if.
He didn't deserve it.
Uh,
Dude, he's not an innocent,
That's the
nice
thing. He's
guy.
not a nice
He creeps
person.
women out. He
Yeah.
says awful things to them. He's like super mean to you if you don't write back to him. Like he's a very strange dude.
Yeah.
And I wish him the best.
I wish him the best as well.
And I hope he continues with his amazing content because I fucking love it.
Yeah. What else? Yeah, there was a show. I did a show there, and it was the first time I met this one comedian.
Yeah.
And within the first minute of meeting this person, offered me cocaine.
I love that. Just right
in
away.
the back alley. Yeah. It was like right, like second, like hello. I was also, hey, would you like some cocaine?
That's amazing. No one ever offers me cocaine, I find. I've been doing this so long. The only time was one time I was at this show years ago, and there was this really like rich, suave-looking dude talking to me after the show.
Okay.
And I was just into, like, I was pretty drunk and high, and I was like listening. I think maybe I even ate some mushrooms or something like that.
Okay.
And I'm listening to this guy talk about I don't know what, but I'm enamored by him for some reason. And then he goes ahead and he takes out this like gold kit with like this little gargoyle on the end of it. He opens it up and takes out like this perfect spoon on a mirror, and he starts like doing these clean little bumps like right in front of me while talking to me. And I'm just like floored at how calmly and cleanly he's doing it. And then in his conversation, while I'll just be like, God, you know, I went there. And while I'm just listening, he just lifts up his spoon and puts it under my nose. And I'm not even like, I'm not even thinking. I go, all of a sudden, I'm like, did I just take over from a stranger? He just completely like I don't know.
Comedy, baby.
He magically put me in this zone where I didn't even
He's
think.
a little cocaine fairy.
I'm like, take Daddy's Coke.
Daddy's Coke.
Daddy's feeding me Coke. Take Daddy's
Papa?
Coke.
Papa, may I have the spoon?
And so I was his bitch in that moment.
Yeah.
And then he walked away. I never saw him again. and I
exist.
dream about him to this day.
He turned back into a street dog.
Yeah, so like someone else saw me that night, and they're like, "Hey, I saw you talking to the mirror for like an hour."
It was me the whole time. It's like
Yeah.
it's like Fight Club.
Yeah, but no, generally no one really offers anything. I think I told the story, did I, about the first real show I had with a headliner, and he asked me to get him Coke.
I don't know if you told this story actually. It might have been early days of the podcast.
like I did.
The Zoom days of the
I think
podcast.
I did. I almost killed him.
Yeah,
the next
dude,
day he
that
doesn't
guy's
show
an
up.
unhealthy dude.
Yeah, I followed him on Instagram for a while, and then it just became so depressing. I'm at the hospital again. Like, I don't need to see you at the hospital all the time. I hate anyone on Instagram or any social media who wants to post like, look how injured I am, or look how I fell and this hurt and I scraped myself. Look how bad it is. Like, fuck, no one wants to see this shit.
Why is it? Because you're not posting pictures of your eye right now? You feel
Just
conscious
make
about it?
everyone nauseous.
Yeah, seriously.
close up of
I
my-
mean, when I broke my toe, it looked pretty cool on camera, on pictures. So
Did you share it?
No,
Thank
I
God.
should have though.
It looked pretty cool. That's
Looked
such
cool.
a stupid saying.
It looked like a
Looked
blueberry crumble. It was disgusting.
Oh God, that's so
Yellow,
good.
purple, and blue, and
Blueberry. Is it better now?
yeah, it's fine now. It's totally
yeah?
healed. It's been like 6 weeks, so
Has it been 6 weeks?
I know. It
No
still
way.
hurts if I put pressure on it.
That's
It doesn't hurt, but there's a bit of pain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Good pain.
Yeah, I don't know, man. And
Gonna hire a lady to step on my toe.
yeah, well, you dated a woman to step on your toe, break
What?
your toe.
Oh,
I feel like it was definitely something in a kinky moment.
that's
where
when
you're
I
like,
fell
"Yeah,
in love.
fucking
Yeah.
break it.
Yeah, drop this bed frame on my toe, please.
break it.
It's
Break
gross.
it now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. What else is going on?
I don't know. We're at 47 minutes.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty. This is a good one. That's good. And I feel good about this one.
Yeah, I think
Let's keep talking. Let's
We
keep
can
talking.
give him
Let's
a
keep
few more
talking.
minutes.
Yeah.
What else have we been watching? Anything good?
No.
Fuck.
I talked about Beyond Scared Straight. Yeah.
Yeah. What else did I watch? I watched The Umbrella Academy.
Is it good?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just a way. There is
It's
this.
the guy from My Chemical Romance who wrote that shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, the story's not bad. There is this one character who's pretty much the main character, and he's just like this 14-year-old kid who's actually like an 80-year-old.
Yeah.
guy.
Ellen Page.
What?
Ellen Page.
She also is not a great actress.
No?
I find her. I think Christopher Nolan has the worst talent at casting women in his movies, and he always casts.
She's in Inception. I forgot she was in
and
Inception.
she has no emotion ever in the whole movie. She's just
like in Juno. It worked well in Juno. Juno ruled.
She's good in Juno. She's great in Juno. She's good in comedy, I think, probably.
Right.
But I think when she does these serious roles, also Katie Holmes in Batman Begins, she's awful.
Yeah, that's not good.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is not great in
Gyllenhaal.
Gyllenhaal. She's not great in. Anyway, like
She's. It's weird because she looks like her brother.
Yeah, she looks.
And
too
she
much like her
somehow is not attractive.
Yeah, I'd rather see Jake naked. Is the truth.
I love Jake. I'm a big Jake guy.
Big Jake guy. You would be. You look like you guys share a gene or something like that.
Listen, Nightcrawler rules. Zodiac rules.
Zodiac rules.
Zodiac rules.
Zodiac. Oh, Doyle
Fucking 8-year-old.
rules.
Like, I fucking love Zodiac.
Actually, speaking of Nolan and Zodiac, I just saw the trailer just dropped.
Tenant. Oh
No,
no, for
Tenet.
Batman.
For the Batman.
The Batman.
First of all, I guess
I watched it and I just thought that it was a really cool move to. I don't have a joke here. It's just I
Yeah.
like the duct tape sounds to start it.
Oh, it
That-
was sick.
That was really
yeah,
cool.
sick. And it just looks like a Fincher movie, man.
It does.
It looks like
you're right.
Seven with Batman.
I'll take that. I don't know. It's fine.
No, it looks great. It
looks-
I like I like this Reeves guy. I like the Planet of the Apes
Reeves?
movies.
Christopher Reeve.
Christopher Reeves, yeah. Matt Reeves is the guy
Okay.
who's directing it.
Okay, I didn't know.
Pattinson looks, there's at the end he looks like it's the first time I've ever seen a superhero take off his mask and he actually has that makeup under, like when they're wearing black masks, they obviously have to put black eyeliner and stuff around
Right.
their eyes. But usually in any movie they just take off the
It's
mask
micro
and it's
blackface.
just pure. Yeah, exactly, just
It's raccoon face.
raccoon face. And so he actually has he looks like so sad and he's got the makeup all. He looks like girls at the end of porn. Is actually kind of the way he looks.
The porn you watch?
With the mascara running, yeah. And it looked cool. And then there's a few of those trailers. The DC fans released, there was a DC moment, and they released the Suicide Squad.
I
and,
could not give a shit.
You don't like movies like that. Eh? You're not a superhero. You don't.
I
like
like
that shit?
some superhero movies. I don't know. I guess I don't. I guess I don't.
Gay Man.
Yeah, gay man. Get over here. Let me fuck your ass.
Yeah, that's what you're into, right?
There's asses to fuck
Yeah.
tonight, and they're instead of the bat signal, it's just a dick and balls in the sky.
My favorite character is Anal Boy. He's
Get over. It's still Robin. Gay man Robin.
yeah. Where's something later? Yeah, I like those superhero movies. I get into them.
I liked all the Nolan Batman.
Batman. That's really funny to call them like
I like the
Batman.
Batman series. I like the last one that everyone hates, the Rises one.
Yeah,
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, Batman Rises.
Batman. He's a
love it.
Jewish guy.
Yeah, yeah.
My name is Patrick Batman.
I wish I could take it. There's Jim Norton always calls Superman and Batman. He always
Okay.
uses them as last names. It's
Yeah.
very, very funny. I really like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I think
I gotta speak to my lawyer over at Goldman and Batman Incorporated.
Oh yeah, and who else? I was thinking about the casting with Christopher Nolan. He also casted Anne Hathaway in two movies. She
Yeah.
was
What was she?
Cat Bitch, and I think that's what they call her, right? Cat Bitch and Astronaut Lady in Inception, and she's
in Inception?
in the Matthew McConaughey one,
Oh, Interstellar.
Interstellar,
I forgot about that.
and
That was a movie I saw at the movies and I liked it.
she is a hated woman
Yeah.
in pop culture.
Not a lot of charisma.
Why do you think she's hated?
She looks like probably someone who bullied a lot of people in middle school.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's one of the reasons.
She
She looks like she looks like she takes horses way too seriously.
Yeah, that's more accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she looks like she memorized every word of the play she wasn't even in. You know what I mean?
She looks like she went to posture school.
Yeah.
You know?
She looks like
if you put the knife and fork on the wrong side, she'll give you a talking to.
she looks like she was second to the lead in a play and killed the lead. You know, like that.
Yeah. She was the understudy, and is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Like a Black Swan
Yeah,
situation?
exactly that.
Okay.
She's too dumb to be an astronaut. My girlfriend thinks.
Just on paper.
Man, my girlfriend hates her so much. I think she is kind of attractive.
She's like, that's the thing, is that mathematically her face is attractive, but I don't like it.
Yeah, and I just
It all checks out. She's like, you know what I mean? Like it's a.
She
What?
hates me right now. My girlfriend hates Anne Hathaway so much that I almost think it's like, hey, that's not even. If you're gonna hate somebody a lot, you make it someone original. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like that. She gets a lot of hate. Who do I hate? I don't know.
Who do I hate?
Who do I hate? Like in Hollywood, that like, just their face.
Oh, that just rubs you the wrong way.
Well, Dave Grohl's face rubs me the wrong way. He looks like a perpetual 12-year-old with hair on his face. I don't like his little teeth. He's got little fucking weird teeth.
He's just always so down for everything. Like, it's
don't
annoying.
be. You're fucking.
Yeah.
You are a 12-year-old's idea of a rock star.
This is amazing. It's like, no, it's not. It's like,
Go
you're the
do
worst.
some heroin.
What is that?
Nick Cage?
You want us to talk about Nick Cage?
You don't like Nicolas Cage? I love Nicolas Cage.
Okay, Nicolas Cage I love, first of
Yeah.
all. Oh, you know what I was talking about recently, which I love? You ever see kids action movies in the 90s, right? Like
Yeah.
they're the best,
Yeah,
right?
Face Off and Con Air. I double featured that.
Yeah, so Face Off, Con Air, there's another one that I
That was
watched.
one of the best weekends of my life when I watched those back to back.
And The Rock, did you watch The Rock
No,
also?
I've never seen The Rock.
You've never... I need to leave right now. We
Yeah.
just like we just stop this right now and watch.
I'll watch The Rock.
The Rock is so good. Sean Connery's like last real movie.
Okay.
He's so good in
okay.
it. He's got that line. That's the best line. He's
It's
got,
on my computer, actually. I
Nicolas Cage
downloaded
is like, I'll do my best. And Sean Connery's like, your best. Losers always whine about their best. Winners
you-
go home and fuck the prom queen. And it's the best fucking line. And then Nicolas Cage cocks his gun. Carla was the prom queen. And then just
What
like,
the fuck?
runs in. It's the best
okay.
moment. Ed Harris is in it, and he's so good. But there's this one movie made by John. You know John Woo?
Do I know John?
Do I know John? Do I know Woo?
Johnny Woo? That's yes.
I do Woo. Anyway, so he directed a movie called Broken Arrow. You ever see this movie?
No.
So Broken Arrow was Christian Slater's last action movie, I think, before.
Christian Slater. Okay, yeah.
You don't know
Big
who
forehead?
Christian Slater
Yeah.
is?
I get him and someone else confused.
So Christian Slater was famous for in like the early 90s, then kind of fell off, came back in the late 90s, fell off again, now just does TV.
He was
right?
in something. Yeah, he like did. You know who I get him confused with? The guy who. What the fuck's that weirdo's name? The guy who did like Robert California in The Office.
Yeah.
What's his name?
It's Carly's favorite.
You love that guy from The Blacklist or whatever. You can speak.
Yeah, they're not going to hear you.
The sexiest man.
He's a fucking creepazoid. What are you talking
Love
about?
a creep, obviously.
I hope you guys heard that. Oren's girlfriend just said, "I love a creep," obviously, and then pointed at Oren's creepy ass fucking.
That's right. That's
body.
right. That's right. Okay, wait. So I was saying, okay, so Broken Arrow is this movie featuring Christian Slater and John Travolta. Also, right before everyone's about to realize that
Okay.
John Travolta's the worst, right?
Right.
Because John Travolta sucks, and his idea of a badass person is just acting a little gay, and it's hilarious if you watch any of the times he plays. So the only
Like
time
Swordfish.
So he plays one successful bad guy, well,
Yeah.
maybe two, debatably two. One is the bad guy, is his character in Pulp Fiction. But
Right.
obviously he's not going to get that wrong. Quentin Tarantino's telling me exactly what to do, how to act, how to be
Sure.
this character. And
I like how
writing
you're
for
talking
him.
like you know anything.
I do. And then he gets his next movie where he's playing a bad guy, but it's in Face Off. So this role's a bit easier for him because he just has to imitate crazy Nicolas Cage, right?
Right.
Nicolas Cage comes up with this crazy character, and so they're not like John Travolta act like what you think a badass guy would act like. He's
Right.
like act like that psychopath.
Look
over
at this
there.
guy.
Yeah.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Like wide-eyed Cage and just be like that. And so he pulls that off. But then when he's in Broken Arrow, he's given like the task, be the badass bad guy. And like the whole time he like tries to smoke a cigarette really bad, like he's bad. But he always
he
does it with his
smokes it
pinky
with his
out.
asshole?
His
Oh.
pinky's up the whole time, like he's drinking a cup of tea with the queen.
Right.
You know? And his whole it's just it's the worst but the best. And all those movies, John Travolta was the funniest that came back because everyone's like, hey, look, Quentin Tarantino says he's cool, so let's give him a chance.
Right.
And then movie after movie, he slowly lost any faith anybody had in him as an actor. Still see the red bleep.
Yeah, I see the red beat.
You ever have that? There was an album called Pulse by Pink Floyd that had this red light on it that would beep for eternity. It would never stop.
What?
Yeah, like you'd
What do
buy
you mean?
you'd buy
The
the
vinyl?
album. Yeah, no, I think it was the CD, and it had us a little like on the what do they call that on the spine of the
Okay.
CD. It had a little red.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, it was super sick.
It's like, it's not as cool as System of a Down. Steal this album.
Wake up!
Yeah.
Wake up! Is that them?
Yeah.
I don't think you trust.
I love, there's this guy like Neil, fuck, I forget his name.
Jana.
No. There's this guy Neil. There's this dude Neil who does like mashups of songs and shit.
So fun. I love a mashup.
Are you being
They're so
sarcastic?
fun a mashup. Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
you.
No, it's fun a mashup. You take one song and another song.
What's
you mix
wrong
them
with you
together.
right now?
I look a mashup.
Dude, no, anyway, whatever. He has a really good one. That's it's Crocodile Rock, Elton John, and
Yeah.
then with Chop Suey as the song, the singing.
You know,
Whatever. Why did I bring this up?
Elton John.
You hate Elton. Don't do 2 podcasts in a row. Do you have anything you want to talk about before we end this?
No, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I had a couple things, but I don't
Bring
know.
them up then. Maybe laugh,
Okay.
man. Hey man, maybe laugh, man.
Because my girlfriend used to be a waitress. And I was trying, like, because you were a waiter, I was like trying to think, like, who was your weirdest customer or whatever.
Oh, man, the guy that wanted the N-word soup is pretty weird. Didn't want
Okay,
the
yeah.
N-word soup. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's a good one. Because I've never really had like retail job. Like I stock shelves at the grocery store, and I had one. I remember because I was talking to my girlfriend about like her weird like encounters with like customers, or whatever. I was like 17 or 18 stocking shelves at the grocery store.
Yeah.
And one time, this French like couple,
In your
like
prime.
60-year-old French couple,
Yeah.
comes up to me and asks me for something, and then
Excuse me.
after I help him, she does like a double take and is like and looks at her husband and is like, "Qu'il est mignon," like isn't he cute? And scratches the back of my head, and I
Oh.
was like, "Am I being propositioned for a threesome, or does she want me as a pet? What the fuck is going on here?" I don't like. I was like, "Can I speak to a manager, please?"
I actually had one guy, this gay guy, hit on me so hard. He was like, "I love your hairy arms."
And that's the last thing I
He's
would
like,
ever
I love a man with hairy arms. And then I was like, not even.
make him disappear in me.
Yeah, I was. Oh God, I want to know where your knuckle hair begins and my ass hair ends.
Gross.
He used to. I was like 17, 18. He used to offer to pay for anything. He'd be like, "Come on with me. I know you're not. I know you don't think you're gay, but come back.
I know better than you.
Come back. I do things with my tongue that you'll. When I take my dentures out, you have no idea how
Fuck,
exciting
no,
it gets."
dude,
He was
gross,
old
gross.
as fuck, and he used to always offer like to pay for my college, buy me a car, all
What?
those things. And I always thought about the
You
idea
should've
that I
said
wish I
yes.
could just suck it up and take a dick. You know what I mean? Just for a few years, just suck it up into my anal. And just, you know,
looking at your
just
girlfriend
close
right now,
my
it's so
eyes.
sad.
You know, I figured I'd call my aunt, get her to put a gravel up my ass, go over there, suck the dick, and I'll get through it, you know? And then I have college.
Orange Spiro
Here's the good-
is gay man.
Here's why it was so easy to say no. I wasn't in school and I didn't have a driver's license. So I'm like, well, I got no college.
Right.
And I got no card, so it doesn't
Could
help.
have started a trust fund. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
He's definitely not alive.
What?
Like, that's what I
Like,
mean.
what do you mean?
I would have married him, and by now,
Been rich, dude.
I
You
would
would've
have
had a-
already had all his money.
Yeah.
I would have
What a
just
mistake.
living the life, you know?
What a mistake, dude. There's this woman who lives in my grandmother's old person home.
Okay. Yeah.
Who thought she was dying. This is like a couple of years ago. Thought she was dying because she had like cancer, and now she's fine. But she thought she was dying, and this woman has no kids, never married, no nothing, and cut a check for $1 million to her best friend who lived across the hall from her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, just rich as fuck and
that's
never spent it on
But
anything.
that's the genius. What we got to do is we got to start spending our weekends
That's
at
the
old
thing. I
people's
should have
homes.
been fucking
and just
on that shit and just.
But never mind. We're just friending all these random like the loneliest, the better. You know, if someone hasn't spoken to somebody in a long time, you go over there, you play parcheesi with them.
Agnes.
You take out the backgammon with some old Arab man,
Listen, I'll rub your back.
drink some mint tea with him, and then by the end of it,
Ladies only.
oh no. The
No,
man.
no, give me a nice old broad.
Yeah, you find a nice old broad whose man died in like when he was 87.
war.
Yeah, in the war, and
In
she's
Korea.
still making all that money off of the government, and then she has no one to give it to, so she gives it to
Give
her.
it to me, baby.
She gives it to her little Jason, my little Jason,
Hell yeah.
my little
give me that
handsome
shit.
Jason.
And just to keep going with the horrible customer thing, my girlfriend when she was like 15 worked at McDonald's.
Yeah.
And it was summertime, right? Between school seasons.
Yeah.
And
Classic summer.
classic summer. And she was just the cashier, right? She punched in. The guy wants a Big Mac. She punched in Big Mac.
She worked at McDonald's.
Yeah, she worked at McDonald's.
Shit,
And no pickles, the guy said.
man, that is work ethic.
Yeah, that is insane.
It's insane to me. Anyone who's ever worked at McDonald's, you look
It's
at them
like-
and you're like, you could be a waitress, you could do a million other jobs, and make
Apparently,
more money.
I've heard that like McDonald's managers track professionally better than like any other like they end up being like money makers in life.
Dude, do you remember the manager next to the McDonald's near Grumpy's? Did you ever see that guy?
No, why?
Oh, this guy's first of all, there's a lot of McDonald's managers that are some of the funniest people in the world. Not
Sure.
on purpose, just because they take their job
Oh,
so
right, yeah.
seriously. And this guy used to act like he was running like
the Navy?
Like the Navy. Man, he took it so seriously, and he was so.
You got to at that location. That's like Fight Central and Homeless Central.
Yeah,
dude.
I know. You honestly have to have like a degree. You have to have like a black belt to go work
Yeah.
at a McDonald's downtown. It's
Yeah.
fucked up. But I don't know. I don't know how to explain it probably. But he walked around and he didn't know how to interact with people, so he was just mean to everyone. He just
Right.
because he was so serious and everything was so. You know, he went home and just like
just started just like fought a bag of salt.
Yeah, or
Just
he has
I
like
fucking
I feel like he has a McFlurry machine at home that he takes apart and puts back together in record time.
like a fucking gun.
Like blindfolded. Done.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Such a weirdo. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So she worked at a McDonald's. Sorry.
Oh yeah, she worked at McDonald's. The guy asked for a Big Mac, no pickles, so she punches in Big Mac, no pickles. And the person who made the burger put pickles in, and the guy unwrapped the Big Mac, saw the pickles, threw it at my 15 at my girlfriend, not my 15-year-old girlfriend, my girlfriend when she was 15.
My twite 15-year-old girlfriend.
And that's the worst. Okay, threw it at my girlfriend.
My inexperienced.
Shut the fuck up.
No better
And-
15-year-old girlfriend.
And said, "You're a fuck up. You should go back to fucking school. What the fuck you doing with your life? You fucking like just reamed into her."
That's
and
crazy.
then my girlfriend was like, "It's summer's time. It's summer vacation.
Be happy.
I'm actually an A student.
Like actually, school's off right now.
School's off.
I
I'm
will be
sorry."
going back to school in September.
It's just like imagine getting that angry at a teenager.
What's so great is
Just
that
take the pickles off your own fucking self, dude.
You also know that if she was any minority, that's like that would have been
That's a
like, go back
viral
to
video.
school because he had nothing. He wants to be like, go back to your country, but he's like,
Oh yeah, you think that's what it was?
yeah, I
It was
feel
just
like
misplaced
he was
rage.
like, go back to school. It's just really
Go
dumb.
back to.
Also, she's 15. Who says go back to school to a 15-year-old?
I don't know.
It's so dumb.
Because I think that's like the mentality that like anyone who works at a McDonald's, like some people have that mentality that anyone who works at fast food is like a fuck up.
Yeah,
Like it's a lot, but like I wouldn't want that job. What do you mean a fuck up? Like I think
crazy.
it's
insane. I mean, it's a lot of free food. Yum.
I bet, eh?
Eat so much goddamn
I
McDonald's.
would create some shit over there. I would.
I feel like I would try something different. I would take like 2 all beef patties. I'd be like special sauce. I put some lettuce, some cheese.
Why do you do
some-
this? Why do you do this?
Because I find it so funny.
It's like when you start breaking out into song. It's not good.
Oh,
I think
you're
the
gonna
camera
say-
stopped again, just so you know, because we did another 30-minute chunk.
Okay, let's just press record.
Are we gonna do some heavy editing? Or are we just gonna give them the unfiltered raw?
We'll see. No, I think we talked it. I think we talked it now. Oh, battery's also dying.
Everything's wrong. Okay, we'll wrap this shit up. So is this on video again?
Yeah, we're on video now, but we have we're dying. We tried our best. We did pretty good this week.
We
I
did
think.
pretty good, I think.
Look at
Hopefully.
these mic stands that we got. We're so fancy.
Look at this. Thank you for purchase for. Listen, you bought the mic stands. I'll keep buying the AA batteries that we need to record the audio.
All right, fair enough. And let me tell you this: we're doing well. Things are going good. Thanks for listening,
Yeah,
everybody.
thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, liking, sharing,
Yeah.
sending us pictures of your pets, your
Yeah.
boobs. Don't do that last part unless
Send-
you're my girlfriend.
And if you are, to send more. Okay. Okay, so I'll wait for your girlfriend's gonna send us nudes. Okay, I'll wait
What
for-
the fuck are you talking about?
Strange. I'll see you next week, lover.
Are you talking to me right now? Or the audience?
No, you.
Okay.
No, you're my hey. That's what we're gonna call you.
Hey,
That's,
toots, keep watching.
you know how every podcast has a name for their followers?
Yeah, lovers.
The lovers.
I don't like that.
I
one.
love it. I love it. The lovers. Hey, lovers.
All right, short buses. Keep watching, and
Don't forget to clean behind your ears and listen
that's
next week.
so. Have you ever done that?
Once or twice with the rag.
Okay. Some people say I know we said goodbye, but some people say like they have a weird smell behind their ears.
Yeah.
And I feel like I don't have that.
I don't either, and yes, it's very true.
Yeah?
Rich Voss, famous comedian on Opie and Anthony, used to always have people smell behind his ear, and they used to puke on camera. Like they used to literally not be able to hold it.
That's so gross.
Yeah, it's fucked.
What is that? That's a bad gene,
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
baby. That's a parasuco, baby. It's a bad gene.
Yeah, I'm like, hit me, baby, one more time. you
All
know?
right. This is a pretty. I like this podcast. I like
Yeah,
this.
me too.
The arms are really added a new
Yeah,
element.
I think we're getting more professional every week,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah. Next week, we're adding another brick wall to this place.
Next week, yeah, exactly. And we'll have we're off. We're done. Goodbye, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Friendship, friendship, friendship.